All right, hi everyone. This is for a watch list January, going into what is tomorrow. I don't even know what the date is anymore. January 15th, Tuesday. Today, Monday, had a great day. Nice rally. Everything working according to plan. The market's really shaping up here, as you see right now. I'm gonna get started real fast on this watch list because I have a lot of good patterns just finally setting up. I talked a lot about today on the radio site about money management and the reason why you hold back on your trading on down, on markets that are very volatile like this, because you just want to keep your powder dry until you start to see some good setups, and then you could actually start firing into the market and getting better profits out of this market. So now I'm getting kind of very bullish on this market. I'm expecting a pretty good day tomorrow. The only thing I'm concerned about is we have two big news events tomorrow. We have Citigroup reporting their earnings, which apparently everyone's waiting for. Everyone and their mothers are waiting for this earnings coming out tomorrow, and what's going to happen with Citigroup, how much of a write-off they're going to be claiming, how much job cuts, if there's a dividend cut. All this news is going to be coming out, and what's good about it is a lot of the analysts are saying the worst, and that's a good thing for us, because all they need to do is come out with not the worst, and this market has a chance of rallying on that news. The market wants to rally. We're definitely still oversold here. As the S&P index, you see the stochastics starting to set up. We're getting a little triangle pattern here, which is kind of a neutral pattern. We can pretty much head either way. I'm expecting a nice break up. If we look on the 15-minute chart here, you're going to see something a little bit better, though. On the 15-minute chart, actually, is this a 15-minute? I did have it up here before. Maybe it's the 60-minute. Let me the 30-minute. Maybe the 60-minute. One more. There is a good chart here I had, and apparently, there we go. On the 60-minute chart, you can see, and the farther the chart the farther the time period is, like a daily chart is stronger than a 60 minutes, a 60-minute stronger than a 30-minute, right down the line. So this being on a 60-minute chart, it makes it a pretty strong pattern here. We're seeing an inverted head and shoulders here, something I really like to see. So we have a decent pattern right here. As I say, watch 1430 for a rally. We're going to have major resistance between 1427 and 1429. This area right up here, a lot of resistance. But if we break through that, which I believe we're going to do that, we're going to see a nice pop. So taking that in consideration, everyone knows that I was calling a bottom on the semiconductors on Friday, around between 11 and 12 o'clock. I was calling the bottom on the semiconductors, and so far that's playing off genius. Tomorrow we also have Intel coming out after the earnings, so I expect that one to run into the close. Now let's start off with our stock watch list here. I know I have a lot of good ones here for you. Some of them I'm in, some of them are new ones. Start off with Nokia right here. The 60-minute chart looks interesting. We had a nice gap up. We consolidated at the highs pretty much here. Definitely believe this one's oversold. A lot of people are behind Nokia. Even Kramer's behind Nokia. Oversold stochastics starting to, usually when you see a little, choppiness down here, usually when you get a cut down and a cut back up, usually that cut back up is, this one's going to continue to go. So I'm going to watch for a nice move in Nokia tomorrow. I do like the gap up here, even though we did pull back a little. This one's starting to look really good. And I like Nokia right now. FSLR. Here's what I'm starting to I took a position today in this one. Again, I'm really liking this one on the 50-day moving average. We're still holding the 50-day moving average. A lot of trading right here. These moving averages don't, some people say, what is a moving average? Well, you can see that definitely how a moving average affects the stock. See how we're trading right on this average. And I was hoping that we're going to be trading on this average, and we weren't going to, as the stochastics got down more into an oversold area here, and we're almost to a perfect area. We still could see a pullback a little on this one. I wouldn't be upset about it. I would just understand that. But right now you can see we have a nice trend line on the 15-minute chart. We hit it on the 10th, we hit it on the 11th, and we hit it today on the 14th. So we break this trend line. We look good to go, and looks like we just want to get above this area right here. I'll give you a vocal area high of we want to get above 230 right now, 230, and we definitely go up and test that 233 area. And I think we're going to start heading up here. I think we're going to see a nice move in this solar stock. So FSLR, one of the top ones on my list now for a buy. But remember, look for strength above 230. Next one I'm looking at here, I like a lot. This next two, I am in these stocks. These are oversold stocks. Yahoo being one of them. On the daily chart, you can see Yahoo. What I like about this one right here is the this nice reversal bar right here. This nice candlestick with this long tail. And that's a classic reversal bar. And then what we do is add a little move up, and now we're consolidating. So everything here, and I bet if we look out on the 60-minute chart, we're going to see a type of an inverted head and shoulder starting to form here. And there we have it right there. Just looking at the daily chart, I could tell that we have a shoulder there, and we have a shoulder here, and we have a head down here. And all we need now is to stay in this range and break above this 24. Just this spike up here, which is actually a pivot, is actually a pivot trade. It's where a stock trades up and then trades down lower than, but actually never really traded lower today. But this would be considered almost a pivot trade, where the stock would run up, then trade down lower than the day it ran up, and then if it traded back above that thing, that would be a pivot buy. And actually, it's an excellent Jeff Cooper technique. You could actually check it out. Some of the recommended books on my site. One of the best books out there is called Hit and Run Trading, and it discusses a lot of these patterns, and I highly recommend it. So that's on the site there. So Yahoo's looking really good. I'm looking for continuation in Yahoo. Again, the daily chart looks really good. We've got this upward stochastic starting to get trending out. We have a nice little triangle pattern here on the daily chart. We have a nice reversal bar. Everything's looking good. So move above 24.50. I think we're off to back up to see $27 in this one. All right, let's move on. Now, I've been buying JetBlue the last couple weeks, and the reason I'm buying is just because I like these stocks that are really getting, let me get rid of this, really getting punished here. And a lot of the airlines have been punished. I know a lot of the analysts have a sell rating on JetBlue, but you know what I'm liking? I'm liking this one way down here. Remember back in December, we had a big spike up. It went almost up to $9 in JetBlue because company came out, I think it was Irish Airlines or English, some airlines came out with a stake in JetBlue. I don't know how big the stake was, 10-15% came out with a stake. So I'm expecting maybe some more news to come out. I don't think they're going to really appreciate the stock trading back down to $4, losing half their investment. So if they really do believe it's worth owning JetBlue, maybe they believe that it's worth owning JetBlue at these prices. Either way, I'm expecting a major rally in JetBlue. What I'm really liking here on the, if you take a look at the 60-minute chart, let's see, is it on the 60? Actually, you can see it on the 60-minute chart. You can see it on the 15-minute chart. You're starting to see what's called a double bottom here, and right here back on the I think that's the 9th, right? And then today we bottomed out. So I kind of bought right here when we were hitting the support line right here, and we see we've got a nice rally off. Kind of broke through this downward trend line. So this one's very oversold. I think it's worth the risk. It outweighs the reward on this one. I really like it a lot here. So definitely consider that one. Here's another one I called the other day. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I didn't talk about it much, but InfoSpace, and I'll just bring it to your attention again that that we had this big sell-off in InfoSpace back down to $9, and then I said, well, you got to watch this one. This one has a tendency just to grind back up, and you see it's starting to grind back up here. Oversold stochastics. This one's starting to break into the gap. We have a huge gap here, so one to watch, one to keep on your watch list. And another one I called. I got out of it today. I just want to let you know that the bottoming calls I've been finding have been working out good. VMC, Vulcan Materials. This was my top pick on Friday, and I got in right above the $66. I was expecting a pullback. We made a perfect. I think this one's going to continue up too. This one will probably continue up to $75. Stochastics are just starting to spread out here. I mean, we're going to get some more buying pressure in this one. I like Vulcan Materials here a lot, and it just looks good. So I'm going on the limb again, pulling another bottom play out here. This is one I traded back in December for a bounce play right here on a double. I was traded back in November to December. And I got this run right here, right up to the moving average. Yeah, I was trading this bottoming area here, and since then we've dropped off, and we dropped off another 7 points. Now remember, this is Harley Davidson trading down at $40, almost $39. So looking for a bounce play in this one. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I'm not, I'll tell you if I'm going to make that buy live on the radio. I'll keep you updated. I just want everyone to start watching it for a play. Remember, look at how this one came down. It's $40 now. It was up to $74. So big pullback in Harley Davidson, icon stock. Means a lot. Wouldn't it be great if a Japanese company came in and took over Harley Davidson? Oh, it would turn the world upside down. All right. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We have a lot of news. I'll be live on the radio, www.daytradingradio.com. That's www.daytradingradio.com. And that's it. I'm Day Trader Rockstar, and I'll be talking to you in a little bit. I might actually put out another video tonight. Just keep an eye out for that in case I do. And that's it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Over and out.